Hey guys, Ren here again. It's about a week into the MIGO event. We're on the second phase of it for us. I just wanted to give a few updates on what we've learned so far. So to give you a little bit of context, you can go into your MIGO center here. You can take a look at Glory rating just to see how you're doing comparing to others. This rewards on the right, basically you're competing for those special MIGO tokens. You can see so far I'm up on the fifth. I think I can get a little bit higher. I can explain that in a second. And then you use those tokens in a store. It's in the bottom left, your little store button. Now there's a logistics store where you can burn off your MIGO. Um, Always nice to get some legendary shards. Seems one of the best things there. And then the glory is where you get the special items. This is where they use those special tokens. So you compete for a month, and then you can turn in your glory. I did notice that different servers have very different amounts of this special MIGO currency. Let's see. I'm gonna go turn off the music just for now. Still love that. All right, I'll keep the special effects on. Hopefully, it won't be too noisy. So, most important things to really look at. There's two. One is you go into your list on the MIGO info. It's here on the right. You can see what are all the different quests you have for your current day. Some of these end in 24 hours. Some of these end in a week. So you can see for this second week for State 426, we have Intel Post tasks. You get those every day. Those are pretty nice. Reservoir Raid, that's coming up this next week. You can see that there's 24,000 MIGO at stake, if you will. On the left side, you can see some numbers. There's a base MIGO, and then there's a 25% bonus. That comes from your station, and I'll show you how that's progressing. Alliance Throwdown. This is an Alliance Throwdown week. You get some really nice MIGO for getting up to about 9,500 points. So that's really nice. I still have a lot I can do here. I haven't really chewed into that yet. And then daily exploration, that's the Mondays and Wednesdays for daily exploration, as well as Sunday for a dig, a sort of one for purple chests. And that gets a nice bonus based on how you're evolving your station as well. So I'm up to 55% bonus there. Then we see survival of the fittest. So for this cycle, I got rank 9 for my state. I think rank 16 across, no, not rank 16. I was less than rank 20 on the solo cross-state rankings. So there were a couple of those that I didn't get. Top players would have an advantage of about 6,000 MIGO. I haven't seen a modifier to these points yet in any of the station bonuses. So there's a lot to chew on. Definitely pay attention every week and every day into your MIGO info and all the tasks that come up. A couple other things. So I have been doing a fair amount of digging, and what I can just sort of share here through the video, the last 9 of these I've been getting blue boxes. Blue boxes seem to give about 450-ish to maybe about 900 or 1,000 parts. Sometimes you get some wrenches, seems to be about 100 or less. And sometimes you get an epic search map. That's really not that thrilling. um, and then sometimes you even get the electric drills, which were a pretty rare part. Now, I focus on getting the blue crates as much as possible. I'm sure all of you try that. And then the previous day on Sunday, here's just a list of all the purple crates that I got. So I got mostly purple crates over the weekend. That's the Sunday event specifically. Very few parts. It looks to be about 15% will give you the electric drills, about 30% will give you some wrenches. It's a pretty decent number of those two. You get a terrible amount of parts. I guess parts you get on the Monday and Wednesday digging, and then it's random for getting the chests on the Sunday. But it was pretty decent. I ended up with well over 600 of the drills. I think there were 4 or 5 over the Sunday period, which was pretty helpful. And some of the really advanced station upgrades need those drills. And let me walk you through that in a second. So here on the right is the station. If you see on the left, there's progress, this button here. You start with your basic building. I've actually upgraded my basic building. I now have 3,000. I don't know if that really does much, but it looks a little different. So I guess if you poke at people's HQs, you can get a sense of how they're progressing. So I'm at 3680. That seems pretty good for a week. You can click on the effects. Here's all the modifiers I have for my station so far. It's kind of nice to take a look at a glance. I like this restoration speed of supply keys. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. It gives you maybe one or two extra supply hunts through the course of the day, which is kind of nice. And basically, you do need to think about which of these you upgrade first. When I first started this, I was like, oh, it's green, let's upgrade it. The ones in this first screen, a lot of them help with sort of these basic tasks, either MIGO info through any events or through Intel tasks. So I'm at the tool storage cabinet 9 of 11. And for the next upgrade, I'll need about another 330 of the nails, but I also need a tank filled with blue liquid. So you can see in the upgrade cost at the bottom, there's some dependencies that you need to figure out. I need to keep an eye out if there's a good wiki page that kind of walks you through it, and I'm sure there's an optimal way to do this. This one is waiting on the monitor. My monitor is waiting on my protective suit, and my protective suit right now is level 8 of 11. So what it looks like to me is I'm going to have to increase my protective suit soon. That'll give me a little bit more from supply hunting tasks, which is nice. And then I can do the monitor, and then I can do the tanks, and then I have these two tanks over here, which I can upgrade, but boy, do they use a lot of drills. So you need to think about what are the benefits and the bonuses you get. This is bonuses for state warfare tasks. I am not sure when our next state warfare is coming. That could be in a couple weeks, might be 3 weeks or 4. So I'm going to sort of wait on these ones for now, because that's what seems to be the upgrades, or if they're a dependency, then I'll go work on them. Overflowing ammunition chest is at 10, firearms rack is at 6, and you can see that there's some dependencies on the tanks filled with blue liquid. So what I'm going to do is keep an eye on these other ones. This is the second room, and the second room seems to have a lot of bonuses for hunting related tasks. Now, what I mean by that is attack in underground shadow exploration. We haven't seen this yet in State 426. I'm sure it's important. I'll keep an eye on it, but I'm guessing that comes in a later phase, and I'll poke around some other YouTube videos to get a sense of it. So just from a priority perspective, I'm deciding that we will, or at least myself, I'm going to go focus on this other room and see if that helps me with tweaking how much MIGO I get, and then I can compete on the ranks. Now, we're right now in the middle of the daily exploration. Oh, it's still another hour and a half. I have one more key that I could use. But what I am finding is that after about the first 30 minutes or so, there really isn't many blue chests. And I need to figure out exactly why that is. It's either they stop spawning or they spawn in certain locations, and then you have to really spend some time looking for them. So what I find is a reasonable strategy is use as many keys as you can for the sort of the top boxes, and then time it for the next event. Now it's a little disruptive. They come every, what is it, about 5 hours or so. But if you're really chasing to get the optimal amount of parts, you should try to get just the blue chests on the Mondays and Wednesdays and the purple chests on the Sundays. And of course, you're competing with everybody else who's doing that. They seem to have made a change where if you're attacking somebody, you use a key right away. And I think you don't get that key back. So be cautious on who you attack. It may actually end up getting you with less supplies in the end. So you can see here, here's a green one. I could rush in, but here's, okay, Nia took it. There's another one coming in. I'm not really going to worry about it. You can spend 30 stamina, hit the give up. I'm not going to do it right now, but just to show you. And that's something that can help you when you're looking for the blue boxes and trying to move quick as well. So good luck. We seem to be learning a lot more as we go. I'm looking forward to those underground shadow events. And then I need to get to my throwdown tasks and go catch up because I see these guys are starting to complete. Yeah, 5,000 gap. I can probably get up to second. We'll see. All right. Bye for now.